The 1-Year Bible Storybook by Virginia J. Muir. Today's story, God chooses Gideon as leader. It comes from Judges chapter 6. After 40 peaceful years, Israel again started to worship false gods. The Lord sent the Midianites against them, and for 7 years the people suffered terribly. They hid in mountain caves to escape the Midianites' cruelty. Their enemies stole their crops and flocks, leaving them hungry and poor. At last they cried to God for help. He chose a leader named Gideon. Gideon was threshing his last bit of grain secretly in a great press. The angel of the Lord appeared and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Gideon replied bitterly, "If the Lord is with us, why are we in all this trouble? The great God I've always heard about has gone off and left us to the mercy of Midian. Besides, I'm not a mighty warrior. I'm just a farm boy." "I'm telling you that God will use you to get your people out of this trouble," the Lord answered. "How can I be sure you're telling the truth?" "Wait here, and I'll bring you an offering." Gideon went and got goat meat, broth, and unleavened bread. The Lord told him to put the bread and meat on a rock and pour the broth over it. The Lord touched it with his walking stick, and fire flamed up from the rock, burning up the offering. Immediately the Lord disappeared. Gideon was afraid he would die because he had seen the Lord. But the voice of the Lord said, "Don't worry, you won't die." Gideon built an altar there and called it Peace with God.